Today I am here to talk to you all about the TGC Tours. Now a lot of you might know what this is, but a lot of you also might not know what this is. So today I'm going to take you through what the TGC Tours is, and if you are interested, I will take you through how to register for it, what settings you have to do, and what difficulty you should begin practicing on. So what is the TGC Tours? The TGC Tours is a third-party website, a third-party community that is able to pull scores through the API for PGA Tour 2K25 and put it into a flight system that allows you to compete against people in your skill level across the world. So how it works is we start with qualifying, which will open up shortly, and I'll go over that a little bit later in the video. But you start with qualifying and you play, and depending on how good you do, you get placed into one of these flights. So there's CCL is the lowest flight currently. It goes all the way up to CCA. So technically, you could start in like CCL, and you can play in tournaments against other people who are in your skill range. Now, when you play through these tournaments, depending on how you do, you can get these things, which are demotion marks, and these things, which are promotion marks. Once you get a set amount of promotion marks, you then can promote to the next flight, or if you get too many demotion marks, you can then demote to the flight beneath you. So if you started at L, by playing and getting better at the game, you can promote to K, to J, to I, to H, all the way up until you get to the Pro Tours, which are Kinetic, Elite, and the Platinum Tour. So it is a way to give everybody a place to play the game with like-skilled individuals. And this promotion and demotion system allows you to stay in whatever flight will give you the best competition for your skill level. There's also other things that can happen that like they do like these promotion events throughout the year where maybe, you know, you're stuck low, but you've gotten a lot better. You can play a promotion event and maybe like jump some of the tours. There's those things that they also do throughout the year, but the main focus of the TGC Tours is to get you into a flight and then have you promote and demote through those different flights. So I've seen a lot of people actually talk about like the ranked tours, the 2K ranked tours. They're like, man, I hate going in and playing around, and I get in there and somebody's shooting a 7,000 under par, and here I am at a plus 10. And I don't really like that. That's a little discouraging. The TGC Tours is there to kind of alleviate that for you, to give you a tournament that you can play and a leaderboard that you can check for all of these tournaments, and you can play against people that are, you know, pretty much the same skill level as you. Now, there are going to be some people that just shoot out of their mind sometimes, like maybe they're not supposed to be here. That's kind of stuff's going to happen, but there is a fast path that you can get to promotion, so don't worry about that. But, I mean, it has cut lines. Like, you play 4-round tournaments every year. You have cut lines that you have to make, and it's pretty much like you're playing the PGA Tour. So if like you're looking for something that is a little bit more competitive around your skill level, this is one of the best places to play the game, honestly. It is probably the most competitive place to play the game. Now, it is a third party. It is a website, you know, so some people will probably be like, I don't want to do that. But it is actually quite easy to get started. So this is still on like 2K23 for now, but it's going to remain pretty much the same. I don't know if you need to put the HUD information in there now, because I think they have it so that you can actually keep this open to keep it on your marker. So you can probably just ignore that for now. So the first thing you're going to have to do is you're just going to have to go to the TGCTours.com. You're going to create an account. You can create an account by going to this website right here, which I will put down in the description below. You're going to do your email, first name, last name, a password, a country. You can use alias here. You do not have to use your actual first name and last name. It just can't, like this, it can't be Tiger Woods. It can't be Happy Gilmore. It has to be realistic and appropriate. If it is bad, that they will just change it and sometimes revoke all tour cards that you have until you comply with this. So you can do your real name if you'd like. If you want to do an alias, you absolutely can. So you fill in all this information. You have to do your preferred system because the API is going to be looking for this preferred system. So you have to choose which one you want, PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and make sure the gamer tag or the Steam name or the PSN name are exact matches. Capitalization, everything has to be an exact match because if it's not, the API won't be able to pull you. You can also put in social media platforms if you'd like. You got your, you're not a bot, right? And boom, you register and it'll send you an email for confirmation and you are now a part of the TGC Tours. From there, once you register, we have to wait for qualifying. So qualifying is going to happen as soon as HB and 2K fix. There's currently a bug that allows you to keep the same conditions and pins like from round 2 to 3 if you just hit continue instead of like backing out. That needs to be fixed first. So hopefully that's going to be soon. Once that's done, qualifying will turn around very quickly. The way that qualifying works is you'll have to join a special society. I don't know if they do it under TGC special events anymore. It could be special events. It might be TGC Tours challenge circuit. Whatever it might be, I can definitely keep people up to date on where it's at. But you'll join a society. You will play the 4 rounds that are there. Depending on how you do, they might do 2 tournaments too. It depends. It's either 1 or 2 tournaments and they take the combined score. If it's 1 tournament though, you're going to play the 4 rounds. Depending on how you do in those 4 rounds, you will get placed in one of these circuits. And that is where you're going to be starting your TGC Tours career. And a little bit of a side note, if you want to play this, you have to do this. It is the same for 2K25 as it is in 2K23. You're going to go into the start menu. So you'll see like quests and settings. You're going to go into settings, do social, and you have to turn on third-party data access. If you do not turn this on, TGC Tours will not be able to pull your data from 2K25. So this has to be on. That is a little bit of you got to do it. If you don't see your scores and if you don't have this checked, I'm sure they're going to get 7 trillion support tickets for this. But this is a big thing. Third-party data access has to be on, and you have to enable access when you get this little splash screen. Then confirm it's on just to make sure. But that is just a little extra thing. You have to do this in order to do it. But once qualifying is over, whatever circuit you get in, when we get in here, it's going to be a fresh tournament schedule. And you're going to have all of the new tournaments for whatever circuit you are in. And another thing, everything is actually tracked as well. So, like if we go to, where am I at? There I am. So if we go to me, this is my player profile. It shows that I've been a member since 2017. And this is the money list rank. This is like, all of my, well, these aren't accurate anymore. PlayStation is still. But you can see your progress. There's a world golf ranking. So you can see that I touched 72 actually, January 21. Then I kind of set the game down and I picked it back up and started playing again. And then I haven't played it in over 2 years, but you can see your progression through the world golf ranking. You can see your tourney rounds. You can see your differentials. You can see all of your season stats as well. So like for me, I think 2023 was the last season I played. So I had 11 events. I had a top 5, 2 top 10s, 2 top 25s, and I made a cut percentage of 82% and made 350,000. I can see all of my scores. I can see how I placed on those. I can even go in if I want to go in to see this is how it finished up. The winner was 54 under and I was 48. I can see the full final results if I want. I can see the course that I played. I can see all of this information and I can do it all the way back to however long I was playing, like 2021. I had 1 top 5, 1 top 10, 1 top 25. I think I made it to platinum as well. I had 24 events. I had 2 top 25s, and I had a cut percentage of 29%. But yeah, you can see all of this. You can go back and look at all of it. 2020, 17 events, 1 top 25, 65% cut. Here's all of the tournaments that I played. Like, we can go look at this one, British Open. That's how it finished right here. These are the final full results. You can see what people got marks. You can see my full scorecard. Like, there it is. This is the tournament that I played back in 2020. And you can see career stats if I want. Like, here's the 2023 season summary, 2022, 2021, 2020. So you can see all of this information. It tracks everything. They have their own like world golf rankings that they do. They have President's Cup. They just have, it's essentially the PGA Tour season. And you are playing this throughout however long you want to play the game. They also have, like, for majors where it's like, you know, the British Open or whatever it might be. They also have qualifying for people, you know, down in CC, kind of like the amateur qualifying. Then a set amount of people can actually qualify for the majors too, to play in them as well. So it's a whole thing. It's really cool. It's probably, I would say, one of the main reasons why I still play PGA Tour 2K today. Even though I did take kind of a couple of years off from this, I am going to be getting back into it. And it is the most competitive place that you can play PGA 2K. Hands down, without question. So, why am I making this video now? Well, I'm making this video now because Doyley, who is the founder, one of the co-owners of this website, TGC Tours, has actually announced what they are going to be doing for settings for this game. So, as he said, there's still a bug that affects conditions and pins when playing with a group. That is something that needs to be fixed. Once that is fixed, though, he says they're going to get right up and going. The event will be played using challenge circuit settings. So, like I showed you before, there was the Pro Tours, the Challenge Circuit Tours. These are on different settings, and the Challenge Circuit settings are what we're going to be doing for qualifying. So, what are those settings? TGC Tour settings. Swing difficulty for Platinum, so the highest one is Legend. Swing difficulty for Elite, Kinetic, and Challenge Circuit, and the 3-click series, if you want to do that, is Master. Rhythm preference is on. Swing bias input is on, so it's going to be, you know, the sideways swing. Swing context input is on. Vibration is off for Kinetic, Elite, and Platinum, so for the Pro Tours. But on Challenge Circuit, the vibration is on. Lie range is simulation, which means there are no percentages. You're just going to have to go by what the ball looks like and whatever your recovery stat is that shows it. Distance control assist is off. Putt preview is 0. Course yardage is open. So I think this was the part where you don't have to actually put the distances into the HUD like this, because I think they made a change where you can actually show it on the marker and not have like certain things spoiled for like elevation or something like that. There was something with it that they had to do it in the HUD. But now I believe you don't have to do that, and you can play with it on the marker. All the Pro Vision stuff is off, so you won't get like the blue line showing you fade and draw. Scout camera is on. Lie grid, so what your lie is at your feet. For Platinum, Elite, and Kinetic, that's off. For Challenge Circuit and 3-click, that's open. So if you're on the Challenge Circuit, you'll be able to play with the lie grid. Green grid is open. I mean, if you want to play without the green grid, you can. But I mean, most people are going to be playing with it on. Shot setup feedback is off, which means that the little circle and the feedback that you see, it is completely gone. You can still see it, though, when you change up your fade, draw, loft, when you're using the shot shaper. You can still show it, so you can see what like line you have to hit for your shot. But once that is gone, the feedback is off. So that's why the vibration is important on Challenge Circuit, so you can feel the vibration for how like hard you need to hit shots to hit your distance that you're wanting to do. But on Kinetic, Elite, Platinum, that is off. Shot seat feedback for 3-click is on, of course. Pin preference is open. Aim marker is marker only. And you can also put your distances and elevation on the marker or in the HUD, whichever. Wind display, meter only for the Pro Tours. This is kind of standard what they do. So meter only for the Pro Tours and open for the Challenge Circuit, which means you can play showing the actual wind mile per hour. Swing input is swing stick, and the input for 3-click is 3-click. And there's also a True Sim Tour. If you want to play the True Sim Tour, that's like you can only use book. You don't have any of the grids, and you're just playing a round of golf like you would play a round of golf. No scout camera, nothing. So if you want to play the True Sim Tour, that is also there for you as well. So those are the settings that we are going to be playing with. If you want to start practicing these settings to see, you know, what you need to do in order to play the TGC Tours, I will say the way that qualifying works is there is a cutoff point. So there's only so many challenge circuits that are created. More aren't created for if more people join. There is a cutoff. So if the cutoff is, I don't know, let's say 25 over, you know, whatever it might be, 30 over. If that's the cutoff, if you shoot a 40 over, you actually won't make a challenge circuit, and you need to continue to practice and continue to play the qualifying events that occur throughout the season in order to try to qualify to get onto the challenge circuit. There are a set amount of spots, essentially, is what I'm saying. So that is one thing that you need to keep or be aware of. But that's the TGC Tours. So go to the registration down in the description, register an account, check out the rules and policies for the TGC Tours, start practicing the difficulty settings that they have set in place. And whenever the qualifying starts, I mean, I'll have a video out of me doing my qualifying. I might do it on stream even. And when the TGC Tour starts, you'll be seeing 4-round tournaments out of me here on the channel, playing through my TGC Tour rounds. I mean, I'm probably going to be in Challenge Circuit. That's more than likely where I'm going to start, somewhere in there. But we'll find out. Go register. Get ready. I hope you guys all have fun with it. I know I more than likely will. All right, that's it. Catch you guys on the next one.